2024, and that means you have a choice to make. You can either come here to Disney or Universal. We're breaking down the differences between Universal and Disney to show you how families big and small, young and old, how to have the most magical and epic kind of day. Let's go. So it's important to set this up. Basically today, we're going to be focusing on really the most important aspects of what you consider before you book that vacation. Ashley here is going to be Team Universal, and I'm going to be Team Disney. We're going to try to find the best and highlight the most important things about each park, so that way you can be the most prepared for your next trip.
All right, now when it comes to rides, I feel like Universal takes the cake for me personally because I am a roller coaster enthusiast. I absolutely love the rush and the thrill that you get from getting on these rides. So this is perfect for us because I still get to get my adrenaline rush and my kids still get to go and enjoy themselves on the rides too.
I'm actually going to give you a stat. At least 3 out of the 4 parks have 3 attractions that the entire family can ride together. No child swap, no waiting outside, everybody can get on. And at least 2 out of the 4 parks have at least 5 attractions that everyone can ride together. That's pretty big, you know, especially considering Universal. While the child swap system is a lot better, Disney has a lot more rides to choose from, except for Hollywood Studios, that everyone, the entire family, can ride together. And I mean, you just can't beat that. This would be a really good time to bring up this point: annual passes. Annual passes here at Disney, they are pretty good. They like their pass holders on some days, but they just gave us the ability to park hop before 2 p.m. And, you know, not the biggest fan of that because it kind of takes away some of the autonomy and the spontaneity of being able to just pick up and go, you know, whenever you want. Maybe not the same as Universal. Let's see what Ashley has to say about that.
Universal's annual pass system is top-notch and pretty much the best that I've seen so far. Even if you're an out-of-state pass holder, you do pay a little bit more than in-state pass holders who live here in Florida, but you can still get the lowest tiered pass if you want to. So that means that you're not paying top tier prices just to be here less times throughout the year than some of the locals that come here do. And even having access to the top tier passes, you get benefits like getting a ticket to Halloween Horror Nights, having Express Pass after 4 every single day that you come here. That is a wild, wild, wild benefit, which makes Universal a #1 winner in this category.
So one bonus category that we have here is not listed in the video is walking between the parks. That is one little convenience that you enjoy here at Universal, and I'll give it to Universal for this. Having the parks right next to each other is super valuable, especially when you have littles who may not be able to go on the bus, because it's really difficult to go on the bus at Disney and take all your stuff out the stroller.
Yeah, you have to pack up the stroller, you can't just like fill it on.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff, so it is much easier to go from park to park here at Universal.
All right, so we all know how much I love food. And when it comes to Universal, I absolutely love the gimmicky themes that they come up with for their food. Not only is it fun to look at, it's also delicious. And that's one thing that I really like about it. For example, at Minions Cafe, we love getting Drew's pork belly sandwich, Agnes's honeymoon soup. You would look at those things and think, I don't want any parts to do with that. My kids might like it, but no. The kids will enjoy it, the adults will enjoy it. It's just overall a good, fun theme for the family.
So Universal does excel in the gimmicky style of food, but I will say that always doesn't lend itself to be the best tasting, which brings us to my next point about Disney food. We actually went to Connections Cafe just for the sake of today, and the main thing that we're going to focus on is the quality. Quality here at Disney is actually a little bit better than Universal. 9 times out of 10, the food is usually fresh when you get it, as opposed to Universal, where most of the time when you eat there, the food is usually kind of sitting out a little bit, so not the best situation. But we came here to Connections Cafe at Epcot because they usually have the best tasting food out of all 4 parks here in Disney, so that alone is the reason why they should win. And also, Disney always comes out with new tasty treats, new desserts, like new different foods every single month, it seems like at this point. So you have to get the point to Disney on the food. Let's talk about everyone's favorite thing in the park, strollers. So here at Disney, you can rent strollers. There are strollers here that you can rent are actually a lot better than the ones at Universal. They're a little bit more set to the ground. But as for the parking situation here, let's be real. there's a 90% chance that when you park your stroller here, you're probably not going to find it in the same spot. You know, you're allowed to have your quadruple strollers or triple strollers, but they have to fit a certain dimension. So if they don't, then they're not allowed here.
So my favorite thing about this park is the fact that you have no size restrictions for your strollers. You can bring your wagons, you can bring a 6-seater stroller, you can bring a 4-seater stroller. I absolutely love that you can do that here. Also love that when you get off of a ride, you don't have to play Where's Waldo for your stroller and try to find where it's parked at. So we're giving a point to Universal for the strollers.
So let's talk about Genie Plus. Genie Plus is cheap, and that's really the best thing that I can say about it. Genie Plus is Disney's way of skipping the lines whenever it gets busy here. It's a little imperfect because you have to get here early in order to really take advantage of it. If you're not here at when the park opens, basically earlier in the day, you don't have a good chance of getting the rides that you really want, and you really end up picking about maybe 2 of the attractions that you really want to do in compromise of, you know, trying to do everything and fit everything in the park.
So another thing that Universal does very right is their Express Pass system. You are gonna pay double, sometimes triple the amount of money depending on the season that you're coming in at, but it is extremely worth it for the short lines that you're guaranteed to get. Every time I've personally used Express Pass during non-peak seasons, it's usually a walk-on, and when I use it during peak season, I promise you I never wait more than 20-30 minutes per ride max. So that's another point for Universal. So another honorable mention for Disney is that when it comes to entertainment, has the entire theme park industry shut down. That's not only including the Acrobat show that's going on right behind me, which, I mean, how cool is that to see that in a theme park? The other shows that they have, like Mickey's PhilharMagic Magic, yeah, I'm counting all that stuff in entertainment. Disney does it the absolute best.
All in all, we like it at Disney, but now comes the most important part of our breakdown here, and that is the overall park experience. What is it like a day in the life here at the parks? I don't know if Disney has this one, and this is where Universal officially takes the cake. It has gotten the most points, I guess, out of everything today, but think about it. The fact that I'm sitting here in the park, just relaxing, we're sitting here eating some snacks, just chilling out. We can't do that at Disney. So there you have it. As you can see, this is our favorite place on Earth, and it looks like it is a clear winner, right? I would say. Yeah, we're actually about to go off and have some fun. Universal wins, as you can tell. I hope you learned something today, and if you like what you saw here, be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram if you have any questions. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.